Maintenance Motorway. We'll be diving into what to do when your car overheats. Now, some of us have been there by the road stranded with steam pouring out from our engine. In this video, we'll guide you through the essential steps to handle this stressful situation. Knowing what to do when your car overheats will prevent costly damage. Stick with us as Nathaniel shares valuable tips and expert advice on what to do in this kind of situation.
Hello everyone, greetings to you all and welcome to episode 9 of Cooling System Education. And in our previous episode, that is episode 8, we promised you guys we are going to show or let you know how best you can deal with an overheating issue whenever you are driving and you encounter such a problem. So today we'll be looking at what we need to do when we have an overheating issue and we need to get it solved. As at that instance, when that issue or that problem happens, what we need to do so that we can take care of that problem to get it resolved. And that is what this episode is all about today. So stay tuned. Alright, so let's say you are driving and suddenly you experience steam coming from the hood or the front part of your vehicle. The first instance that comes in to your mind is you want to rush in there and see what is happening. But at this instance, it's probably an overheating issue, but you don't need to panic. Just make sure you drive to a safe place, maybe if it's on a highway or maybe on community roads or roads within your neighborhood and you experience such a situation. Make sure you just find a safe place to park and don't panic. Just pop up your hood wherever the handle is, then you go to the scene and know what is actually happening. So let's go to the front part of the vehicle. Let me demonstrate how best you can handle this. Alright, so at this instance, when you open a hood, please don't rush to hold because it might be very hot and you don't know what the situation might be under the hood. So you just stay back, allow the engine or the vehicle to cool down, allow air breeze to cool around it. Then you go all over your hood. But make sure you get a duster or a rag handy. Keep it handy whenever such situation happens. So you just pop up the hood and you stay back. At this instance, you allow air to move around the engine just to allow for room or to allow room for the engine to cool or calm down. So you make sure you take this rag or whatever you have handy, then place it on top of your pressure cap. But please don't turn it instantly because as soon as you turn it instantly, there's enough pressure really built in your radiator or your cooling system. And whenever you turn it like this, the possibility of you having coolant splash on your face and getting burns are really high. So what you do is just put your rag here, turn it a bit slower. It might be very hot, so you just turn it a bit slower. When you do this, you allow the pressure to release a bit. So turn it slower to allow, or you hear a hissing sound when you turn this, meaning there's pressure releasing from that instance. Sometimes it might come up with some of the coolants around it. Allow it to, the hissing sound to go down for a while, whilst you wait for the engine to also calm down. Now, after the hissing sound goes down, now you can fully turn the pressure cap. And you also wait. Don't use your bare hands again. Still use a rag take it off whilst you stand back. You might still be experiencing vapor, but it's much safer than you having all the coolant and the vapor, the pressure within it, spill right in front of your face, which is also very, very dangerous. So that is what you need to also do. And there's another tip that you can also look at. If you are, or you know your vehicle very well, or you know much about vehicles, or you have a lot of fair knowledge about vehicles, we have what we call the engine coolant temperature sensor, which most of the vehicles refer to as ECT. So you try to locate your ECT sensor, then you unplug it or you disconnect it. It might be very difficult for me to show you on this vehicle because we have a lot of stuff which are well fixed or pleased. So you try to locate the ECT sensor, that is your coolant temperature sensor. Try to unplug it to allow the fan to come on automatically. When you do that, the fan comes on automatically. When it comes on automatically, make sure you drive a few minutes. That is when you've seen there's a nearby mechanic shop, or you want to park in a safe area, or you want to drive to a close mechanical shop. You can do that. Drive all the way, then you get the assistance from them just to help you deal with the overheating issue. Yes, so that is what you also need to do. Alright, so I'm going to show you one final tip too when it comes to overheating issue and how to handle it, so that you can go to the nearest shop and take care of that, or seek assistance from that. So I'll demonstrate that one too. Good. So another tip that you can also use, or another trick that you can also use in dealing with this overheating issue whenever it happens, for you to drive like a few minutes or a few blocks from where the incident has already happened, and you drive to a mechanical shop to seek assistance, is you using your AC heater, your heater switches or your heater system in your car. But before you do that, you make sure you turn all your windows down, just to allow the heat that you are going to extract from the engine to escape through the windows. So you can decide to open just these two or all the windows down. Then you turn on your heater side of your ventilation system or heating system. You turn it to full blast. It depends on every car and how the heater side or heating mode is designed. So just turn it to full blast. Then you keep on driving. Make sure you avoid heavy traffic, because the moment you stop, you are going to restrict your vehicle from allowing air to rush in to carry out the heat from the engine's compartment through your heating ventilations. Yes, so you try to avoid as much as traffic. Keep on driving till you get to your mechanical shop or any mechanical shop available or around where you had encountered overheating. Then you allow them to help you or seek assistance. Yes, so basically these are some of the tips you can do whenever you see you have an overheating issue, and that will help you just to drive to a mechanical shop for you to seek assistance, or maybe call a mechanic or technician over to help you deal with such a situation. It's only when you have these major issues that require an attention or an intensive attention that you have to drive, or basically when you drive to the mechanic shop, that is where we are. It is going to be well dealt with so that you don't encounter such situations again. Alright, so that is for today. Thank you guys, and as always, don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, and always practice defensive driving.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our video, please hit the like button and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all our social media pages: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter and TikTok at AutoShark Ghana for other educational content.